might note that this video is only 3 minutes long. And that's because I guess I didn't film the rest of the process of this painting. I only filmed the highlights. I would have sworn that I recorded the rest of it, but when I went into the file to edit it, there were only 2 clips, this and the outro, which is sad. But I did put it in my background, so it is kind of important for future videos. And also, not every video can be perfect. This video is definitely a fail, but it's still a cool painting. At least you get to see me add the highlights to it, I guess. Anyway, the concept for this painting was my villager in Animal Crossing, Bo. He once told me that his superhero name would be Bagel Boy Jr. So I made him as Bagel Boy Jr. I attempted to do it in a 90s comic style, or at least what I thought was a 90s comic style. I didn't use a reference. I just was making this up. Anyway, Bo has a lot of accessories to this. And the reason I decided to make this painting was because Bo, the other day when I was playing Animal Crossing, ran up to me and said, "Hey, do you have any hobbies? I heard you didn't have any hobbies." And I went, "I have hobbies in Animal Crossing." And he was like, "Oh, cool, what are they?" And I said, "Drawing." And he said, "Oh, cool, can you draw me as a superhero?" So, obviously, I have to paint him as Bagel Boy Jr. Obviously. It is a necessity. But anyway, I don't have any more footage for this, which is sad. But hopefully I can redeem myself the next time I do this. So here's how the Bagel Boy Jr. painting came out. I think it came out pretty nice. We have the 2 pretty common butterflies, if you ever played Animal Crossing. The common white butterfly and the yellow butterfly. Shouldn't all butterflies be yellow? Yeah, I've played way too much Animal Crossing, so that tagline's been burned into my mind. Anyway, Bo's also got his little soda, his cookie, which he can probably use as a shield. Probably won't be a very good shield, but he could use it as one. And he's got his little bag of chips, because of course he has a bag of chips. And he's eating a bagel, because he's Bagel Boy Jr. Of course he has a bagel. I think it looks pretty similar to a 90s comic style, at least in my mind what I think a 90s comic style is. Hang on, let me look it up on my phone. Yeah, okay. There's a city behind in this one. Yeah, kind of similar. Kind of. Anyway, I think this looks really cool. I might make an actual inside for it, like an actual comic page one day if I get really bored, maybe. So, that's a possibility. Yeah, but I think it came out cute. I'll see you next week for more cute art stuff. Bye!